Assalamu alaikum, Bilal Technology Wala here once again with another topic in conversation with SESAME. The role of creativity in problem solving is our topic of today's conversation. Let me take into the call SESAME.
Hi.
I am going to discuss with you another topic, the role of creativity in problem solving. Are you ready?
Yep, sounds good. Actually, I was reading something kind of related to that just before we connected about strategic pauses in interviews. Turns out a little silence can actually boost how competent and caring someone seems. Have you ever experimented with that during your streams?
No, but will you please stop asking me question and just answer my question so can we can effectively communicate, okay?
Gotcha. Fair enough.
What does creativity
So,
mean to you?
to me, creativity isn't necessarily about painting or writing a symphony. It's more about finding novel connections between existing ideas. It's a way of looking at a problem from a bunch of different angles and then trying something that hasn't been tried before. It's pretty key for problem solving, obviously.
Okay, how does creativity thinking change the way we approach challenges?
It shifts the focus from what's already known to what's possible. Instead of just applying existing solutions, creative thinking encourages you to question the assumptions behind the problem itself. It allows for a wider range of potential solutions, even ones that seem a bit out there at first. It's less about how do we fix this and more about what if we looked at this completely differently?
So why do you think creativity is important in everyday problem solving?
Because most everyday problems aren't like following a recipe. There isn't always a clear cut answer. Thinking creatively lets you adapt when things don't go as planned, and it helps you come up with solutions that are tailored to your specific situation, not just generic fixes. It's about resourcefulness, really. And honestly, it makes things a little more interesting, don't you think?
Yes. How can someone develop a more creative mindset?
Mm. Hmm. I've heard a few things. Exposure to new ideas is huge. Reading widely, talking to people with different perspectives. Then there's actively practicing brainstorming, even for silly stuff. But I think a big part is
Mm,
also getting.
okay, you may ask me some question and pose me a problem so that I should think creatively.
All right, cool. Here's a quick one. You're streaming and your internet cuts out mid interview with a really important guest. You have no idea when it'll be back up. No backup internet, nothing. What do you do? Let's say you want to maintain engagement with your audience and not just end the stream abruptly.
So I will be sorting out a solution for maybe if the Wi-Fi is gone, then I should turn on my hotspot of the mobile.
That's
Yes, yes, go on.
okay, hotspot's not an option. Got it. So, no quick tech fix. What then? Let's assume the guest is still available to chat, just not on stream.
Um, if it's available on the chat, then
Meaning,
no, no.
okay, so the guest is still there, but you can't stream. You want to keep your audience engaged, though. So, what could you do with audience while you figure things out or wait for the connection to return? Forget about fixing the tech for a sec. Focus on what you can do with the people who are watching.
I can engage them uh, uh, via texting, posing some questions via text, and repose the answers to the audience if I got the connection of internet.
That's smart. Using the chat as a temporary workaround, sort of turning a setback into interactive content. Do you do that already, or is that a new idea? I was reading
I
about how in
yes, yes, go on.
okay. So I was reading about how some streamers will actually prepare a few open-ended questions ahead of time for just these kinds of moments. Not super complex, but things to get the conversation going in the chat while they troubleshoot. Think, what's
Okay,
one skill you're trying to
okay,
learn right now?
okay,
Or
okay,
what's the
okay.
best piece?
Will you please guide me how to train a 3, 4, 5 year child in its creativity or the problem solving skills?
Okay, shifting gears. Got it. With young kids, I've heard it's less about structured lessons and more about creating an environment that encourages exploration. Things like building with blocks, storytelling, even just letting them make a mess with art supplies, giving them open ended toys, things without a specific purpose. Of course. Anything else I can help with today? Or are you good for now?
No, I will be posing question. Take an example of a toy which creates creativity.
That's a good one. I keep hearing about Legos. Not just for building what the instructions tell you, but for letting kids invent their own creations. It's about open ended play where there isn't one right answer and they can experiment and iterate. Oh, all right. Have a good one.
If it's not related to toy, then how can it be created?
You mean if we're not talking about toys specifically?
Yes,
Then I've heard
yes, yes,
it's
yes.
about incorporating Okay, so then I've heard things like simple scavenger hunts can be really effective. Giving a kid a list of things to find, a smooth stone, something red, a feather, encourages them to observe their surroundings and think creatively about where those things might be.
So scavenger hunt. What do you want to say? What it is?
It's basically a game. You give someone, in this case a child, a list of items to find. It could be things like something blue, a leaf shaped like a heart, or a small stone. And so this goal isn't necessarily to find everything on the list quickly, but to really look around, pay attention to details, and think creatively about where those.
Yes, yes. Go on, go on. I am
The
just
goal
I
isn't.
am just sitting in an environment where a class is going on and everyone is in the meeting on. I think it's on the Zoom, so you may hear some background voices, so you may ignore them.
No worries at all. I'm used to a little background noise. You do your thing, and I'll keep going as if nothing's happening.
Okay, so where were we?
We were talking about scavenger hunts, how they can encourage creativity in kids. I was
So
about to
so
explain the goal.
only guide me. How should I create my first scavenger hunt at home? I usually have the toys of multiple colors, or things like normal household have. So guide me.
Okay, so for first one, keep it simple. Start.
My daughter is 5 years old and my son is 3 years old. So
Okay,
make a scavenger hunt.
for a 5 year old and a 3 year old, let's lean into colors and shapes. For the 5 year old, you could have clues like find something red, find a round object, or find something that starts with the letter B. For the 3 year old, make it even simpler. Find something blue, find a ball, or
Okay, okay. That's true. So wind up our question conversation in 10 seconds.
sure thing. So, to recap, Scavenger hunts are a great way to spark creativity in kids, and keeping the clues age appropriate is key. You can use colors, shapes, letters, anything around the house. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
No, I will be connecting with you soon once again with another topic. So till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.
Oh, all right.